Hey guys, Eric with Blue Line Fishing. Welcome back to the channel. Your time is important to me as always. And what we're going to do in today's time is we're going to check out 5 pieces of essential fishing gear that you need if you're just getting into fishing. Stick with me. So let's jump into this, guys. 5 pieces of essential fishing gear you need in getting all these for under $50. Doesn't have to be expensive, doesn't have to be fancy, but these are things you're going to need. In my mind, if you're going to be successful, whether you're bank fishing or fishing out of a boat or surf fishing, doesn't matter. These are things you need to have with you. So the first thing, guys, a good pair of line cutters, preferably scissors. And the reason I say that is you want something like these little scissors here. They're going to cut monofilament, they're going to cut fluorocarbon, but main thing too, if you fish a lot of braid, you want something that's not going to chew the end of the line up. And if you use something like, I used to carry a little pair of fingernail clippers with me. They cut mono and fluoro great, but not braid so much. But you know, I got these at my local Walmart for like, I think they were like $5. And you know, there's a little pair of Craftsman. I don't think they were any more than that hardly. But you know, I was looking around on Amazon and you can find there's a 2-pack, and I'll leave a link down in the description, for $6.99. So $7, $3.50 a pair. That way you've got one and you've got a spare. But get a good set of line cutters. That way you're out there not trying to mess around with a knife or something like that and cut your line. It just makes life a lot easier when you're trying to rig up tackle. Second thing, guys, a good set of pliers. Man, pliers could do a lot of different things for you. Number one, help get the hook out of a fish's mouth after you've caught some fish or a fish. And also like this one here, it's got a thing where you can crimp split shot or metal and stuff. It has a pair of side cuts on it, so you can cut the fluorocarbon in the braid if you didn't want to go the scissors route. But it's just got kind of a multi-purpose tool here. But a good pair of pliers is definitely, you know, you're going to need in your gear bag for sure. And these right here, I think I picked these up at my local Walmart too for like, I think $5 or $6. Looking around on Amazon, a really good set of pliers like this. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Like I said, I found for $8.99, so about $9. And you know, you got a set that's going to do everything that you need. So the next thing you need to throw in your tackle box is some type of dye marker like this. Something you can color soft plastics with. Now, I've got a bunch of different ones right here. I've got chartreuse and blue and orange and black and red. That's because I use these a lot. But honestly, if you're just gonna choose one color to go with, I would go with chartreuse because it's so versatile and you can do a lot of different things with it with soft plastics, but mainly you can make those highlights. So I had a day out on the water last year where I was fishing this little swim bait, little 3-inch swim bait, catching some fish on it, but at the same time just wasn't knocking them dead with it. And used the old handy dandy marker here, and all I did was just color up the tail a little bit right here, put a little bit of chartreuse on the tail just to give it a highlight. And when we get done here, I'll show you. It doesn't take but a few seconds to do. So you can see how bright that tail is. Anyway, did that, and the bite just turned on. Now, coincidental? I don't think so, because over the years I've done this a number of times with different colors and different styles of baits, whether it be creature baits or swim baits or what have you, but just highlighting a little bit of the bait sometimes with a different color, not just say the tail. I mean, you could put a stripe down it, you can color the head, whatever you want to do, but sometimes those little subtle differences make all the differences. And having something like this gives you the versatility to really tweak and kind of hack all your soft plastics that you carry, whether it's a stick bait, swim bait, creature bait, doesn't matter. These little dye markers right here give you the versatility to do it. Now you can also pick it up in a whole tube, or not a tube, but a little container, and dip it down in there and dip the whole bait, or just dip the claws in, or maybe part of a stick bait or whatever. So you can do it like this, but it's kind of messy, a little bit bulkier to carry. These are just the size of a Sharpie right here, and super easy to, you know, to carry and throw in your pocket, throw in your tackle box. And I'll look, I got this actually 5-pack. I found it on sale for like 14 bucks. Looked on Amazon, they've got it for $18.42. So basically you can get these if you really look around for about $5 a pin. Good and cheap, but man, are they a versatile piece of gear that you can do a lot of different things with. So next on the list is a lighter or a little hand torch. And the reason I say carry one of these, because we were talking about soft plastics earlier, and it makes it so easy to repair those soft plastics. So like for example, in this swim bait, the head here's chewed up and kind of tough to get a hook in where it doesn't slide back on the shank of the hook. You can just take a hand torch like this. It gets so hot so quick. Just burning the end of it right there. And now you're going to be able to fish that bait a little bit more. Is it going to fix it like it was brand new? No, it's not going to do that. But what it's going to do, it's going to let you get a few more fish out of this bait before you have to switch it out, which is going to save you money in the long run too. But it's just going to be an easy way to repair those ripped and torn baits. And it doesn't matter whether you're fishing, like a creature bait like this or swim bait, any kind of soft plastic, crappie jigs, it doesn't matter. You can do the same thing with a little lighter like this, and it just takes a little bit longer to melt it and heat it. I just like the hand torches because they get hot very quick and they kind of come to a fine point, super quick and super easy to do it with. I picked this one up at my local Menards for like $5, but once again, I looked on Amazon and I think I found, let's see, yeah, I found them for as low as $2 a piece. So it was like a 4-pack for $8. So, dirt cheap to get these, and it's easy to fit in your tackle box or just throw in your gear bag. So the last thing on the list is going to be a good pair of polarized sunglasses. The most important part, polarized. They don't have to be an expensive pair. Like this is a pair of Costas and they're just stupid expensive. They're great sunglasses, don't get me wrong. But this is a pair of Calcuttas, the rock powell, and they are fantastic. And these were like $22. But with that being said, I've got a pair of, I think they were maybe $15 or $16 sunglasses from Walmart. And they're awesome too. So they don't have to be a fancy pair of sunglasses. They just have to be something that is polarized, because it is going to help you so much to see down in the water. It's going to cut that glare. You're going to be able to see structure, fish, beds, all that stuff. And one thing I would throw in with it too, because this is free for you guys, is a hat. What I mean by that is, I think everybody's got a ball cap they could wear out while they're fishing. Pair that up with the sunglasses. This is going to shade your eyes, and this is going to help you so much be able to see down in the water. And it's going to do something else for you too, in case you have a jig come back at about Mach 5 like I've had before, or another bait that you get hung up when it pops loose or maybe comes out of a fish's mouth, comes flying back at you. These are going to help protect your eyes some too. So polarized sunglasses, super important. Definitely something you need when you're out there on the water. So totaling this up, guys, I'll total it up for you real quick. What I've got here, scissors, you can get a 2-pack for about $7. Your pliers you can get for $3 or $4, but the ones I was talking about too that have the little cutters and crimps on them and all that, $9, but you can find them cheaper than that. And get your little hand torch, you're looking at $5 or $6 there. We'll say $5, but you can still use a Bic lighter, even cheaper option. And the Spike It, at least one of the Spike It pins, and you can usually find those for around $5. And then finally sunglasses, and I just kind of put a ballpark price on those, about $20 for a pair of sunglasses. So if you add that up, the Spike It, the torch, the pliers, the sunglasses, the scissors, you're looking at about $46 for the prices that I was talking about. So everything there under $50, but these are things that are going to help you out so much when you're out there on the water. Guys, if you got something out of today's video, please consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps me out. Hit that bell notification button, maybe leave me a comment and a like below as well. I'll leave links down below for a bunch of these products I was talking about if you guys want to check them out. But like I say, most of them you can find at your local Walmart or somewhere like that. It's nowhere fancy. You have to go online or in person to get it. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And remember, until that next video, get out there and fish.